It's Wednesday, January 11th. This is a SPY morning update about an hour into trading. Just wanted to show you what's unfolding here on the 15-minute chart. You can see we certainly have the bias to the upside, breaking out of the pre-market range high, but you can see here on this first bar we're just kind of pausing in here, so we really haven't got the confirmation that it's a strong up day, although we're still anticipating that unless we really break down below that bar. If you were trading it directly, the way I see it, let's say you wanted to be aggressive on this 5-minute bar, kind of paused, and then it started up right here, you know, anticipating the 15-minute bar would close green and then follow through. Well, you kind of had it come up, then it just paused. We've been pausing in here, and now that you're getting all this delay, I would kind of break even on this kind of trade right now, and knowing I could re-enter at this point, you have a whole inside action, so you can re-enter on the breakout to the upside if it develops, and if it fails, then you know, that's it's kind of no risk. So that's the way I see it. This 15-minute chart is certainly holding. I mean, we have these CPI numbers tomorrow. We kind of know that. So maybe the market's just not going to go anywhere today. It might even pull back. Who knows? And at this point, if we kind of break below here, you could play a failure trade, you know, if we break below the first bar low, you know, to see if we start heading down to the pre-market lows down here. It is possible. And then, you know, you'd get the confirmation on a big failure day if you go to the halfway point of that bar. So even we're kind of above the halfway point of yesterday's bar, I wouldn't be too keen on going short. It would be a very aggressive play. If anything, I mean, you still kind of look at this pattern and you anticipate we're just pausing and we could get the breakout to kind of take out that first target at a minimum, since everything's up. But it's a tricky one. So, you know, and you know you have the CPI numbers tomorrow, so I think that's what's holding the market back a little bit in terms of directional moves one way or the other. But at this point, you know, we really haven't gotten the breakout of bar number one to the upside. I generally, you know, like this kind of a pattern where you maybe pause for about 3 or 4 bars and then you get the breakout. That's a very strong signal with a tight stop at the midway point of that first bar. So if that happens, you can do that. If now, I'd be kind of neutral on the market. If you were biased to the upside, there was some good trades today, like Tesla was a great buy at the open. I actually bought Lululemon here and was able to take a small gain up at the you know, pre-highs. Other stocks, you know, Moderna are really not moving up, so you got to go stock by stock. But you know, even Netflix is kind of failing a little bit, so you can kind of see the mixed market. You'd have to pick the right stock, which in this case Tesla was the best one. There were a few others as well, but overall I just kind of see a little, yeah, here we go to the downside. I don't know if we, you know, we're just gonna have to see if we break out of that low. I kind of have to go short and just kind of see what kind of follow through you get. If we didn't get really strong follow through to the downside and we just kind of took that out and held up here, I would take a very small, you know, loss on that trade as well. But we're not going anywhere today until we break out above that first bar high, and it looks like we're not, you know, get ready to do that right now. And if we get a pullback here, at this point I can almost see this red bar, you know, we're probably going to take out that low, so this could be a very aggressive trade down here to take out that low and then see if you get that 15, you know, you got to watch price action at that point to determine if you're going to get the follow through you expect. That's kind of the way I'm seeing it, because it's a little bit of conflict, the up bias above the midpoint of the prior day, but kind of the failure here at the open. But so anyway, just thought I'd update that in the morning here. I think the big thing's going to be tomorrow after that CPI numbers released early in the morning.